Hi everyone, I'm Gabriel Zamora, and thank you so much for watching. So for today's video, it has been a long 24 hours. Okay, so today is Thursday, January 7th, and yesterday was Wednesday, the day the Capitol, just a lot happened yesterday, okay? I was supposed to film this video yesterday, but it was just, yesterday was so overwhelming that I was like, so today we're filming it. Today we're hanging out. Today we are talking about some makeup and a lot of opinions because I have them. If you don't know the series, it is one of my favorite series here on my channel where I just speak on makeup and I tell you my opinion on certain things that just have been happening in life or in my life. So without further ado, let's just jump into this video. A lot has been happening. We're gonna color correct a little. This is the Live Tinted HueStix in the shade Rise. It's like a really nice orangey tone. I'm gonna be using the Rare Beauty foundation. I do wanna use this one just a little bit. This is the Hourglass foundation stick in the shade Golden. Cover this area up just a little bit more than what I want because the Rare one you can definitely build up, but I just don't want any like facial hair to... Wait, so it is now 2021. We're like a week into 2021. It's the 7th. Yeah, so 7 days have passed. And honestly, it's been interesting. For the holidays, I kept it pretty chill. I didn't do a whole lot simply because for Christmas, unfortunately, my parents... Okay, let me explain this. Okay, so for foundation, I'm using the Rare Beauty foundation in the shade 240W. I'm obsessed with this foundation. If you have not tried it, please do. It's one of my obsessions. It is a foundation that you can wear as a light coverage as well as build up to a very good medium coverage. Rare Beauty is for you. It has a little applicator, which honestly, I like. I also have shade 320W, which was technically supposed to be my shade. But it's just a little too dark. And right now, because I'm not in the sun, I'm not tan, so this is definitely not my shade right now. But when I'm tan, this is perfection. For Christmas, I stayed here in LA because I wanted to travel at least for Christmas just to see my immediate family, which I know in and of itself was already going to be a risky situation because traveling during this time is just like, you know, it's just risky. I've gone a whole year without seeing my family, like I'm going fucking crazy. But then my parents wanted to go to Mexico, which although I was a little upset in the beginning, and I told them, I was like, you motherfuckers better get tested. Like, y'all better not bring that into the household. I know that I don't live there, but like, y'all have to be like a little bit more careful. Oh, it's so... Oh, my teeth, dude. Fortunately, my mom's side of the family lives basically like across the street from my parents' home. We've been basically growing up with my entire mom's family. It's hard for me to want him to just stay here and have to deal with not seeing his family when I know that when my dad lost his dad, it really affected him because he wasn't able to travel so freely before. My dad really prioritized seeing his family and he makes it an effort every single year to go see them. He's only able to see them like once a year. And even then, like, it's for a little bit. Yes, he talks to them on the phone, but this year has shown me that like, I want to be around my family physically more. So I get it. At the end of the day, they're grown-ass people and they're going to do grown-ass things. And we're doing concealer 230N for my New Year's. I was going to hang out with my best friend Jesus because he's basically been quarantined except for work. The day of like New Year's Eve, I got this eczema outbreak on my face, which I think I can post a photo right here. I have weeping eczema and it's been a journey. Like finding out that I have eczema is a very like just interesting situation because the majority of my outbreaks I get on my face. And like, I'll get it on my nose. I'll get it like, I never have gotten it around my mouth, thank God, but I'll get it in my ears, I'll get it on my hairline, I'll get it on my body. Like, I've even gotten it like here. I've only gone to like one dermatologist to talk about this with. They helped me a lot, but I feel like I still want to get like a second opinion and like kind of understand this a little bit more. Dude, this foundation is so fucking pretty. Doesn't that look like skin? Like, look how glowy it is. Yeah, I've been like at home chilling by myself the majority of this quarantine and it has been fun simply because I love to be home by myself. Like, I love it. And I went into 2020 telling myself, like, you're going to leave your house more. Like, you're going to leave your house more. Like, bitch, get out. I'm going to be using my One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. The only thing about this is I'm a diehard Laura Mercier powder fan, obsessed. The only difference between these two is this is very translucent. There's something about the Laura Mercier that brightens a little. So I'm used to going pretty neutral with my concealer and allowing this powder to brighten. So now I kind of have to like go with a lighter concealer when I use the OS Beauty one, which is totally fine because I like that how this looks is going to translate with this, if that makes sense. Top notch, bitch. No, based off of our last makeup and opinions video, we have a new motherfucking president, bitch. Period. As we motherfucking should. I told y'all. I was very confident and I not once broke and thought Trump was gonna win. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I had confidence in this country. And I mean, this country showed me like, bitch, almost half of it still voted for him. And I'm like, y'all crazy. That's probably how he's like trying to justify like the rigor mortis of it all. Like he's like, oh, well, look how close it was. It must be rigged. No, it wasn't. On my last video, some of y'all, not all of y'all, got a little bothered that I was speaking on politics. And if I can tell you one thing right now is I will continue to talk about politics. That video was my introduction of politics onto my channel. So expect it more. Expect more raw conversations, current event conversations. I'm not gonna bake all over my face with this powder only because it is a little drying. So I'm only gonna lightly like dust the powder so that way that's how it sets everything. Like this foundation is supposed to look like skin. It's supposed to have like a dewiness to it. So if I over dry it, it's like counterintuitive. There's some people who tell me they're like, oh, like stop talking about politics and only talk about makeup. And I'm like, says who? Says who? Can nobody tell me what I can and can't talk on my own channel? If you don't feed me, fuck me, or finance me, why the fuck you all up in my business? If you're watching this and you're going to be offended that I'm talking about politics right now or later in the video, because I will be bringing up more political things, you can definitely click off my channel and you can go watch somebody else. There is plenty of other influencers in the beauty space who choose to remain silent during these political moments, and that is perfectly fine. I'm not asking anybody to ignorantly speak on something that they are not educated on. Gabriel Zamora does his research and creates a conversation. So if you want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation, especially in the comments down below. Like, I really do not mind a difference in opinion, like, but it's definitely a different thing to be a Trump supporter. Those are two different things. Being a Republican and being a Trump supporter are two different things. For my eyes today, I'm going to be using the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse palette. What I really like about Lunar Beauty is that a lot of their palettes, you can still create very neutral, like copper eye nude lip looks. I got my teeth whitened today, so they look even extra more white. Dude, I've been getting fucking zingers. If you've gotten your teeth professionally white, you know what I'm talking about. That like jolt of like, ugh, and you can't even take an Advil for it because it's not like Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer in granite. But yeah, I've been taking care of my oral health. That is a journey in and of itself because I will be fully transforming my mouth and my smile. So expect that in a video because that requires a video in and of itself. If you guys are wondering how I do my brows, I have a full tutorial. And now, as we get into the eyes, I think we should also get into politics again. Trump supporters have been so radicalized by the Republican Party and Donald Trump himself that they felt the need to storm and walk into the Capitol. Like the gag. And the fact that cops let them. I'm in shock. Taking selfies with them. Helping them down the stairs. But I remember when the Black Lives Matter protest was real close to the Capitol, they were fucking guarded like they were fighting the Avengers. Where is that same energy?
Because we don't get to pick the president. They get to pick the president. They own the president. They own the White House. this country. And so when you think you own it, you own the place, you ain't afraid of the police, because the police are you, and the police reflect back to them. We're with you. You're good. We're not going to hurt you, because you're not them. Guarantee you, if that was a Black Lives Matter protest in D.C., there would already be people shackled, arrested, or dead.
So during the Black Lives Matter protests, cops were very physically abusive to peaceful protesters for no reason in the streets. So you're trying to tell me that at the Capitol, it wasn't until that night that they were being basically like getting the same treatment that Black Lives Matter protesters were getting. And then bitch ass Donald Trump. Oh, I'm so happy, dude. They blocked him. This is Thursday, so by the time this video goes up, there might be more. But right now, they basically have banned him from Facebook and Instagram, as they fucking should. I think for like 2 weeks or something like that, until there's a transfer of power, which I still think ban him indefinitely. I don't even give a fuck. I kind of want like the lower lash line to be very cobalt, while the top will be kind of shimmery. That'd be kind of pretty, right? Okay. I didn't see no tear gas. I didn't see no rubber bullets. I didn't see them pushing an old man to where he falls and cracks his skull and starts bleeding from his ears. Where was that same energy? Exactly. At the end of the day, police brutality, regardless of if it's towards my enemy, is still unnecessary. Okay? And it's not about defunding the police. It's about reforming the police. And I don't like the conversation of like, oh, the left is wanting to basically abolish police. Nobody said get rid of the fucking police. It's just that like the current structure of what the police system is totally unbeneficial to anybody other than white people. And if we want to have the conversation of like, why does it always have to be a conversation of like white people and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, girl, look at how white people just predominantly occupy almost every space in majority when it comes to power. Like, look at the beauty community. The top people are all white. All top 5 people in the beauty industry are white. I'm using Sandstorm, which is this beautiful, like basically my skin tone shade right here. This was the security at the Capitol when the Black Lives Matter protest, a peaceful protest, was nearby. The difference between the Black Lives Matter protest and the protest, I'm using that very loosely, that happened last night, is the first one for Black Lives Matter. We're fighting for justice. We're fighting for people not to be murdered. We're fighting for people to be treated equally in this country. And there was that much pushback from the government. But let's call them Trump supporters, Trumpies, the little trumpets. So when trumpets got upset that Donald Trump lost, that's it. That's literally it. Y'all justify invading the Capitol, sitting in Nancy Pelosi's office and making a mess and a fucking joke of this country, all because your ass president didn't win? He lost fair and square. Then this, oh bitch, this is when it got interesting. Okay, so I saw, because somebody sent it to me, like a fan, because I recently opened my DMs on Twitter. So if you ever want to DM me on Twitter, you totally can. Sometimes we'll see it, not all the time, but sometimes I can see it. Somebody's like, yo, this is crazy, because Amanda Ensing has, to me, been overly radicalized. I don't know, maybe by herself. She overly radicalized herself. But Amanda Ensing decided to tweet, there's not enough popcorn in the world for what's about to happen at 11:55 a.m. Okay? She then, later, after she gets called out, she decides to add a tweet. This is referring to the amount of corruption about to be revealed in our government. As usual, the left twists our words. Wait. Because ain't nobody twist nothing. That was a very generalized statement tweeted during a very interesting time as the Capitol was being raided. And we're seeing like, yo, so there is a clear difference as to how white people and how people of color are treated by the cops in this country. Cool. But tweeting that, let's not be stupid. Let's not act like, oh, I meant something else. There's not enough popcorn in the world for what's about to happen. That is such a generalized statement to then gaslight us in saying, as usual, the left twists our words. Nobody twisted your words. You said such a vague and stupid statement. So I quote tweet her, and I'm like, this is entertainment to you? I'm embarrassed for you. She responds to me and she says, embarrassed for me? You're supporting the pedophiles and communists. Wait. Pedophiles. Do you not know who your orange savior is? Do you not know who Donald Trump is? Do you not know what Jared Kushner's father has done to people? Do you not know what what an idiot, dude. And communists trying to take over the country. Go back to sucking up to Jeffrey so you can continue to have a career. Okay, first of all, I had a career before Jeffrey. I have a career as I am no longer publicly associated with Jeffrey. Let's not act like you haven't poached content as well as ideas from micro influencers and claim them as your own. And also don't with me, okay? Because I'm a very nice person, but when you try me, I will come for you, okay? So I said, just because Jeffrey is trending, why are we bringing him up when speaking on the current state of our country? I shouldn't argue with someone who cites Facebook and TikTok when speaking on politics, so I'll reiterate. I'm embarrassed for you, Amanda Ensing. You're a political science major, and you cite Facebook and TikToks? Anybody can upload a TikTok and say whatever they want. Can you really tell me that there is not a huge difference in the way that the cops were treating all those white people who invaded our Capitol? Apparently that tweet also bothered Jeffrey because he blocked me on Twitter. Okay. I'm in awe. And then I was like, all this on a fucking Wednesday. All that happened on a Wednesday, dude. I had to drag somebody. I got blocked. The whole Capitol got taken over. Donald Trump got banned. What an idiot, dude. Idiots. All that aside, I'm embarrassed that I have family members who agree with her, who voted for Donald Trump. Idiots, dude. Idiots. This is Hassan. I'm obsessed with him. But he said, stop normalizing Republicans. True. I don't care. Even Democrats, sometimes I have an issue with them. But at the end of the day, I would never be a Republican. This was, okay. I did tweet this to be shady. Okay. I'm not going to lie. I'm no longer surprised by the people who remain silent. And it's like, it's not even the people that like, oh, that support Amanda Ensing. I don't care if you support Amanda Ensing. I really don't. Like, that's perfectly fine. But when you remain silent on the political status of our country, as well as to what's going on in the world, like, really? I'm just in awe. I'm in awe. I went on that long ass rant. I haven't even done my eyes. Okay, let me do one eye off camera. Let me see what I'm gonna do and then I'll be right back. I'm still bothered that backdrop is still like crooked. Am I crooked? Am I crooked? I don't think it's crooked. Whatever. Okay, so this is how the eye turned out. It's kind of stunning, right? So since that little break, I went online and I just gathered more information. Elizabeth Warren says, Betsy DeVos has never done her job to help America's students. It doesn't surprise me one bit that she'd rather quit than do her job to help invoke the 25th Amendment. Good riddance, Betsy. You were the worst Secretary of Education ever. Yay. Finally, incompetent people out of positions that require competence. As well as, where's that stupid video of that stupid man? He literally has denounced, Trump denounced all these rodents from the Capitol, right? Hopefully they take action against them because all the Black Lives Matter protesters had legal action taken against them. So
to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. I immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement.
Immediately, he is a fucking liar. He is a liar. Literally, Republicans will sit in front of camera and lie. You know what? White people be doing it in the beauty community all the time. So I don't know if that has some correlation, but...
The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy.
Infiltrated? Infiltrated how? The cops literally opened the gates. Republicans all of a sudden are so shocked that what they have caused happened. Y'all incite these people. Y'all stress them out. Y'all tell them lies. So a new article of impeachment has been set forth. There's 2 impeachment resolutions going on. The first charges Trump for his call with the Georgia Secretary of State to find votes. He wanted them to find votes so that he could win. He's even said the specific number, find X amount of votes. and for the abuse of power due to his role in inciting the attempted coup of the Capitol. Like, the fact that these people were able to do that, how does our government think we're even going to be safe if our owned capital was taken over? So out of the palette, I'm going to be using the shade Lagoon and kind of like a cat paw type of brush. And I like to start off on the lower lash line just so I can see how it like builds up. I don't know why. We're placing it on the outer corner, the outer third of the eye. Like, that's kind of pretty, right? Like, it's not even a look, but that's kind of pretty. Is it because I'm pretty? For the inner part of the lid, I'm grabbing Deep Sea, which is like this shimmer shade right here. I would suggest wetting your brush first. Look at how that applies. Oh my God. We're keeping it all in the same palette. We're grabbing Night Sky, which is this stunning, like, it's not black because it has like purple, blue, pink shimmer in it, but it's black. Everybody who's pro-Trump was pro what happened yesterday at the Capitol. But now Trump has denounced all of y'all. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, dude. I'm embarrassed for you. Lagoon, which is the matte shade. I'm grabbing it in a very kind of like this kind of brush and going into the crease. You guys, Sigma brushes, did y'all know that they come with like insurance? Like, they have like a 2-year warranty, every brush. Yes, okay, add a little bit of black into the crease. And then with Adamantium, which is this super silver shade right here. And this one you can use dry. You definitely don't even have to wet this shade. It is so just, wow. And then for lashes, I'm using, oh my God, only because like, I reuse my lashes a lot, and this is Lily Lashes in the style Miami Flare. As you can see, it like goes, like it flares out, and it's just like the most beautiful lash on my eye. Like it just like, while I let my lash glue dry. How are you, girl? What have you been up to? How are you dealing with all this? Okay, and then okay, girl, I'm gonna go put on a lip and then I'll be right back to finish off this look. Dude, this is so pretty. Wow. There's something about a blue eyeshadow. You know how like blue eyeshadow used to have that like notion of like, oh, it's like a hooker if you wear blue shadow. I look like a high-end hooker. Right? Like, what did you pay like $25,000 an hour just to hang out with me? Whatever. But yes, this is the final look, you guys. I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. Oh my God. One thing that I did want to bring up, you guys, before we fully finish this video is I will be having a podcast launching very soon. I'm so excited. Oh my God. Oh, wait, for lipstick. So for my lipstick, I'm wearing Gucci Beauty, the Painted Veil. It's like the perfect pink nude. My podcast will be launching very soon. I'm super excited. I have already recorded my first episode. I'm recording my second episode in 2 days. And then I can record my third one. And it's just like, I have the ball rolling. I'm so excited. You will be hearing about that very soon. My teeth are so white. Just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye out, okay? To my real ones, to my real like Zamoras. I don't know what to call y'all. Can I just call y'all Zamoras? To my real Zamoras, like we're all Zamoras, right? That basically means I love you. When I let you carry my name, that means I love you. Or that I'm narcissistic. I mean, aren't we all? Whatever. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe and you hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a brand new video or when I go live and you want to be in the live stream, because some of them I will be kind of screen recording and implementing into videos. So keep an eye out for that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the comment section down below. Tweet me, leave it in my community page. Yeah, I live for y'all. I'm super excited for 2021. You know what? Fuck Donald Trump, dude. That's like the best part of 2021, okay? And the vaccine, like, I know 2021 has started rough, but we're gonna get through it because 2021 is our year. Okay, this is my year. This is my year. Do you remember that? Do you remember saying that in 2020? Like, this is my year. Okay. Until next time. Bye, everyone.